Okay, my turn. If there's a man in your life, why haven't I heard about it?
Oh, well, maybe because you've had your hands full. But since you asked, and you must know, you remember when I went to Paris with Christian?
Oh, Blair. Christian?
Well, what's wrong with Christian? He's hot.
Yes, he's very, very hot.
Yes, he is. It's not Christian. I met a guy over there, an artist in Paris.
Okay. Artist, Paris, sounds good so far. What's he look like?
He's beautiful. He's a man of the world. Hasn't lived in the United States in years, and he actually came here to visit me.
When?
A few days ago. I just said goodbye to him over at the Buenos Dias.
He went back to Paris? Blair, come on. What did Eli do to you? The perfect guy flies halfway across the world just for you, and you let him walk out of your life without a fight?
You tell me that the bimbo that John slept with is Kelly? Definitely a shock. But believe me, I am in no way, shape, or form jealous. Kelly and I were finished a long time ago, so...
Yeah, well, I thought John and I were finished a long time ago as well. And we did. We moved on. We found happiness on our own, and we found our way back to each other. For a little while, anyway.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen with us. With Kelly and I mean, after all the crap that she pulled, I feel more like just strangling her, you know?
That makes two of us.
You know what, John? John doesn't get a free pass. No. No, hitting on Kelly just to stick it to you?
Well, trust me, he did not have to hit that hard.
What is that supposed to mean?
What it means is that Kelly was not dragged into that motel room against her will, okay?
So the guy that Natalie slept with was my friend. And her sister's fiance. She hit the daily double on that one, didn't she? And still, we might have got past all this if she just would have told me the truth, if she hadn't let me go all those months thinking that Liam was my son.
So you walked out.
And got drunk. Went to bed with a woman I barely know. And there. You're all caught up. You happy now? I think that's the longest I've spoken in my entire life.
Well, I'm sorry you had to go through all that. And I'm not going to insult you by telling you that everything's going to be okay, because it won't be, not for a very long time. But hey, I don't blame you for drinking. Or holing up here. Or even waking up with the wrong person, because I know what that's like. But let me tell you something, John. Some of the decisions that you're making, you're gonna regret for the rest of your life.
Some things are worth fighting for. Some things are just sweet romantic moments that last for a little while and then they're gone.
But maybe this doesn't have to be gone.
You know, I know what you're doing here.
What?
You're trying to get the focus all on me and away from you and John McBain, and the fact that Natalie and what she's gonna do to you when she finds out that you got drunk and jumped her fiance.
Well, no worries there, she already knows.
Who ratted you out?
No one. She walked in on us.
Were y'all in the middle of it?
No. Thankfully. I was in the shower. Then I came out. And oh my God, the look on her face. I wanted to die.
I've been there.
How could I do this? How could I do this? I mean, John and Natalie were seconds from getting married. And just because something stopped them doesn't mean I get to... Man, I gotta do something. I gotta go to Natalie and I gotta apologize to her.
Oh, excuse me. You met Natalie Buchanan? What do you think you're gonna do? Go over there and say, "Oh, Natalie, I just came here to tell you that I'm so sorry I got drunk and I had sex with your man." She's gonna drop kick your ass to the next county, then kill you.
I guess Kelly was upset, but that does not give her the right to go after the first man that she sees. You know, especially a guy that is in a relationship. And yes, okay, that relationship has got some problems, but has anyone ever heard of letting them work it out?
I'm sure she already regrets it, Natalie.
No. No, Kelly knew exactly what she was doing. She went after another woman's fiancé, and no way am I gonna forget that.
Natalie's no pushover. I get it. But there has to be some way to make some amends. I should write a note. I should just drop it off and leave it.
Oh, and risk her seeing you and slamming you up against the nearest wall, Kelly? No, no, no. You just need to lie low.
Now, look, I can't stand having this on my conscience, Blair, okay? Just make a little simple note.
What?
Dear Natalie, I want you to know how sorry I am that I slept with your fiancé.
Subtle.
Look, Blair, I can't avoid this. Okay, I have to tell it like it is.
Well, I think you need to see it like it is. Natalie's gonna take your little note, tear it into a million pieces, and shove it down your throat.
So no letter?
No letter. Unless, of course, you can find a way to make it go down easier. You know what they say? Spoonful of sugar. Which, by the way, I have a most fabulous pie. Lemon meringue. What? Takeout food from Buenos Dias.
Pie. Perfect. Can I have it?
No, you can't have it. It's tonight's dessert.
I know, but I really, really, really need that. Please.
Sandwiches probably aren't my best work, but they will put hair on your chest.
Yeah, I'm still not hungry. I think I'm just gonna wrap mine up and eat later.
You know what? I'll wrap them both up.
Oh, Joey, I'm sorry I made you lose your appetite.
No, you didn't do that. Kelly did. You know, Natalie, I never thought that she'd join forces with Dad. Spy on Aubrey, sleep with John. You know, I guess I never really knew her at all.
I walked away from a child once. It was a tough time. And I didn't think I could take care of him, so I turned my back on him.
I'm not really interested.
I messed up my life. More than I even thought possible. And before, when you called me an alkie, you're right. I'm just a washed-up drunk trying to make up for lost time. And with my kid, it's probably too late.
At least you know it's your kid, right?
You know what? You sound like a broken record. That child at Land Fair is yours, John. He's been yours from the moment he got back from the hospital. Liam, you chose that name for him, right? You and Natalie.
Then
Natalie,
why
the
would
woman
she
who loves
trash
you.
everything we have?
Because she's afraid of losing you.
No excuse!
But if you love each other, you've got something to build on. Something that's real. You know what? I had something like that in my life a long time ago, and I was afraid of it. I was afraid to fight for it. So instead, I hid myself in the bottom of a bottle.
Lady, are we done here?
Sure. As long as you turn down your TV, we won't have a problem.
Sure. Kelly?